Welcome, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, to your 2024 Tarot and Oracle reading. First card out for you is the Shapeshifter, and this is the archetype you're going to be embodying in the year of 2024. So it's very important. The Shapeshifter has a love of theater, games, and trickery. Its energy appears as one thing only to reveal a more complex story below the surface. Y'all are tricky. The shapeshifter is within all of us to some degree. It is the side of ourselves that is slippery, non-committal, oh my god, and experimental, and longs to dismiss the rules. You guys are very much in your anarchist era this year, and I am here for it. I am already getting visions of you experimenting with your style, your looks, your surroundings, and being really, really bold just naturally this year, which is really cool, and just exploring, experimenting. The word non-committal isn't a bad thing. It's just sort of like taste testing everything. Like you're at a buffet and you get a little bit of everything. And you just are trying things out in life, new hobbies, new looks, new things, and just getting a nice variety of various things in life, and before you really settle on one life path. So that's really cool. I think you need this right now. We need its energy to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of our existence. When the Shapeshifter card appears, it's important to imagine you are looking at life through a kaleidoscope rather than a single focused lens. Wow. Some of you guys, I am seeing a vision here. Maybe in the past you were very committed to one path, whether that be like marriage and children, or this career, or like this town to live in. And I almost feel like that didn't end up working out for you in previous years. Like, you would try to go down this path and then it'd get interrupted, or some weird change would happen, or, trauma, whatever. And now you're just like, what if I just explore? What if I, for once, don't have this set path? What if I just, see what happens and, get rid of the desire altogether? And I feel like that perspective is something new in life that you're experiencing, and it just changes everything. And this whole year is going to be totally new to you because of this new mindset. At any moment, the scene may shift, revealing a more enchanting vision than you imagined. Be wary, though, as the allure of the kaleidoscope can leave you exhausted and yearning for solid ground. Dancing long-term with the shapeshifter requires a central pillar of integrity that links us back to our center. Wow, I feel this for you, Aquarius. I've been feeling this energy myself recently. I'm an Aquarius rising, so I connect with you in this way. Ever since June, and you may have similar timing with this, ever since June 2023, it's I have a vision of what I want in the future. Well, actually, the whole year, now that I'm thinking about it, of 2023. It's I have a vision of what I want my life to look like, and the path that I'm on, and I start working towards it, and then something will change, and then that vision changes, and then I'm okay, now I'm on this path and I'm moving forward, and then again something changes, and then my idea of the future changes again. And it's kind of like they said, a kaleidoscope that's constantly changing. But, I was going after it like that single, point camera, where it's all right, now I'm going down this one. And it's now I'm going down that one. And it's why do I need to be committed to any future path right now? What if I just put my hands up and just experience life with no goal in mind for the future, with having a central pillar, a central foundation of personal goals instead. Things trying to save up money, or, trying to, pay down debts, whatever. Those personal goals keep me grounded, keep me at my center. So it's not just everything's changing. There's no stability whatsoever. And I also keep myself grounded through a routine, working out 4 to 5 times a week. And at the same time, the same days, every single week, So I think it's important for you to have your own foundation of personal routine and happiness, and be at home within yourself, while everything else in life, you're just all right, what happens. I have no plan here. Let's just experiment. Let's see what happens. I don't know. No ulterior motives here. I'm just vibing. I'm just seeing what happens. That's the energy I'm getting from you for 2024. All right, so next you have the spiral coming out upright, which is good. From galaxies in the sky to diminutive shells at the beach, The spiral is found extensively in the natural world. Its shape is the form of the coiled serpent and has been used since ancient times as a tool for growth and transformation. The spiral is a guide for entering deep into one's consciousness and the unknown, and then extending far out into the heavens. It is crucial to surrender to this journey until the exhausted paradigm dissolves in the depths of the psyche and its energy is released to give birth to a new reality. Okay, so there's going to be a whole new you coming out of this year. And I think you already know this, especially if you resonate with what I just said of like things constantly changing and your hands are up in the air. Like, I don't have a plan, I'm just vibing. I feel that you already know that because you're in this state of mind, 2024 will birth a completely new you, completely new chapter in your life, completely new direction will come of this. So with this card upright, you're getting an invitation from the spirit of the spiral. To renew yourself, you must shed your old skin. You have already done this. Knew that was coming. You already done this. So do not keep scraping away at the old, but welcome the soft new skin that's starting to grow. What does this mean? It means, you don't need to keep looking for things in your life to get rid of. Rather, this may be a time to focus on what you can build that is new for you. Beautiful. Break the habit of working on your faults all the time, okay? And let nature take its course. Know that a new skin feels vulnerable and scary at times. Trust the medicine of the spiral as it guides you on your journey of renewal. Wow. So you're being called out by spirit for constantly trying to break things down, constantly trying to, destroy relationships or find fault in people. Or, oh, that was strong. That was a strong message that came through. Some of you guys really need to hear that. You're so used to removing the toxic in your life, breaking away from the toxic, the things that aren't working. And now you're in a period where Spirit's saying, listen, there's new skin here. There's newness emerging. And you're still trying to scrape away the old, and you're actually hurting this very vulnerable new energy in your life. Stop doing that. Okay. For example, you may have new friends or new relationships. You're still trying to figure them out. And you may be saying oh, we got into a disagreement. You're toxic. I got to cut you off immediately. And Spirit's saying, this is a vulnerable position. Don't do that. Okay. You already cut off the new life. You already did that, Now it's time to sort of focus on building, focus on growing, focus on embracing this newness and, getting it to a place where it becomes more, sustainable, less vulnerable. Wow. And then your spirit animal is the lamb. The reason why I wanted to select a spirit animal is to see how you will be moving forward in 2024. And the lamb moves forward very gently in a pack. I just feel a sort of I don't even know, gentleness about how you move in life. The lamb is not a very assertive animal. I feel like you're very much just going with the flow, following your instincts, and there is a gentleness about you this year, which is beautiful. Just embracing life and whatever it brings to you. Life, let the challenges rain down on me if that's what you want. Let the blessings rain down on me if that's what you want. I'm just here to enjoy the ride, That's the type of energy I see you in, which is so beautiful. There's also an innocence about you this year as well. No harmful motivations, okay? Even if, you're not committed to anyone or anything or any one path, there's no bad intentions coming from you. You're not looking to harm anyone. You're just looking to, see where life takes you, really. Wow. All right, we're going to pick 12 cards. First card out is the 7 of Wands in reverse. Exactly. This is what I was just saying. You are being a little bit too defensive, still, threatened by the past a little bit. You're still in this mindset of I got to cut away the toxic. I got to, get rid of people who don't respect me. I got to, cleanse all this stuff. And Spirit's saying, you did it. You did it. We promise you, you did it. You got rid of the negative mindsets, fears, habits, people, whatever. Now we're bringing you new energy, and you're approaching it way too intensely, Aquarius. Okay, way too harshly, just give it time, give it space to grow and become more strong. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Yeah, there is a desire here to have a little bit more of a financial backing I'm seeing, or like health backing. You know how I was just saying, like, I find groundedness through my personal financial goals, my routine for like my health, and things like that. You know, those are areas of my life that are so personal to me that like I can confidently commit to a goal of healing or growth in that area. However, when it comes to other people and like how my future will play out that involves other people, I don't have as much control over that. And I feel like those are the areas where you're being asked to just like let go of that control and like just see what happens, you know what I mean? But when it comes to your personal well-being, your personal finances, your personal health, your routine, things like that, by all means have a goal in mind. Find groundedness, stability, a good foundation in those goals, in those routines. However, you can't plan your future surrounding other people, you know? Like, okay, by the time I'm this age, like I will be married and I will be traveling with that spouse, and you know, then we're gonna have a kid at this age and then we're gonna move in. You don't know what the heck's gonna happen, so stop making that your goal, okay? Because that may have brought you instability in the past and heartbreak in the past. And it may have changed a lot in the past. Your goals may have literally changed when new information came in. We have the Temperance card coming out upright, which is a beautiful card upright. You are protected by angels. And I feel like your emotional stability is improving vastly this year. You're finding more emotional stability within yourself. You're no longer having to rely your happiness off of other people, because I feel like you did that in the past. You know, you planned your life around other people. I built my life around you. Landslide, Fleetwood Mac. Maybe a significant song for you. But I feel that, you know, when you plan your future around other people and, you know, you base your happiness, your sense of, you know, accomplishment in achieving those future goals around other people, your happiness becomes a lot less stable. You know, your mental health becomes a lot less stable because you don't realize it, but when you do that, you're basing your sense of accomplishment and worth and contentment in life, again, around other people. So Spirit is saying, cool your tits, okay? Like, we want you to make goals for yourself and no one else, okay? Any goal of yours or future trajectory of yours that involves other people, just get rid of it as a goal in your mind, okay? You can try, you know, you can explore that idea, but don't make it a goal, because once you make it a goal, you're gonna end up disappointed if it doesn't work out or if the other person doesn't want the same thing. Does that make sense? And so I feel like in doing that, you find a lot of inner happiness and stability, because now your goals are stuff that are very achievable because it's just you and you have control over your actions, and it's just so much better that way. So that's really beautiful. I feel some emotional healing happening with that mindset shift there. Great. All right. So yeah, we're getting 12 cards, 4 rows of 3. Your second row, 4th card out, is the World in reverse. Okay. There's going to be a major accomplishment for you this year, and I feel like you need to stop and appreciate that accomplishment, celebrate this accomplishment. And I do feel that the more you sort of step into this shift emotionally that we were talking about, there will be more eyes on you. You know, it'll be like you become more electric, more magnetic. And the World card in reverse is again giving the message of like, stop trying to shed away the past, stop trying to, you know, break away from the toxic, and maybe to shift your mindset into building up positive, beautiful connections, momentum, and good things in your life. You were focused so long on the bad things that you wanted to get rid of, you know, the detoxing. But now it's like, no, you need sustenance. Now it's about building. And this can apply on so many different levels, even your physical body level. Like, you may be so focused on, you know, intermittent fasting and detoxing and all that stuff, but it's like, okay, but are you eating enough nutrients? You know, are you actually getting the sustenance that you need? Are you focused on that? Are you improving your cooking, your meals? You know, maybe it's time to shift gears here and focus on the good stuff, you know, the stuff that is here, instead of like detoxing and purging. Wow. All right, 5th card out. Okay. You have Six of Wands, success. Yeah, I do see public recognition for some of you. And popularity, again, like all eyes on you. It feels like you have a lot of friends, a lot of, like even in the workplace, you may be popular. If you're an artist or entertainer of any kind, I do see an increase in audience, or even like if you own your own business, this could be an increase in your customer base. So yeah, a lot of people want to work with you. A lot of people see what you're doing and appreciate it and like it. So that's really nice. And you are getting appreciation for all that you do in your connections as well. So that is amazing. It feels nice to, you know, be acknowledged in that way for the hard work, the efforts you put in. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. Now, this came out for Scorpio as well. And, you know, the universe is trying to offer you something new here. And you may be resisting it. All right. Like, oh, when will love come my way? You know, I want that sense of like my heart overflowing. I want that sense of like complete and utter success. And it's interesting because the universe is literally offering you this. But like we said, your mindset was in the wrong place. You know, you were so focused on like, you know, why do I keep attracting this negative energy? Why do I keep attracting this toxicity? And pointing the finger at the new people and situations in your life that are good, but you're seeing it through a lens of trauma or a lens of like defensiveness. And essentially the Four of Cups is a card of like not seeing what's right in front of you. Wow. Wow. You may have misjudged someone. I'm being honest, Aquarius. I do see that for some of you. You may have misjudged someone to be like a player or a liar, cheater, stealer, or just someone who was not worth your time and effort and energy. And the reason why you misjudged them was because you were still in this mindset of like fight or flight, really. You know, you may have, you know, your last relationship or last vulnerable moment, I guess you could say, could have been one that hurt you. And you may have projected that onto certain people or situations, that fear onto them. You projected that fear onto them and misjudged them is what I'm seeing here. I'm being honest. If that's the case, ask the angels of love and forgiveness, you know, for their forgiveness, for a second chance, you know. If you want a second chance here. Wow. What a cool message. You know, that message rarely comes up in readings. I don't know if it ever came up in readings. You misjudging someone because you were looking at them through the lens of trauma, and they were actually a lot better than you realized. And you stayed stuck in this place of like, when will it come? You know, when will my happiness come? When will my love come? When will my like heart feel like it's overflowing again? And the universe has been trying to hand you the people, the opportunities, but like you weren't ready to really accept it and embrace it at the time. You were still in a defensive place in life, and you know, in a place of like holding up a sword and cutting things away. And it's like, no, put the sword down. Put the sword down, Aquarius, and start building things up. Wow. Get into your lamb energy of gentleness. Yes. This is why I wanted to select an animal. Like, this is how you should be moving in 2024. Gently, with compassion, you know, with beauty, with ease. Building instead of being violent. This is not a predator. It's not someone who's overly defensive. You know, I feel like you had to have a chapter of your life where you were in this fierce, like boss babe energy, which is great. And I want you to still carry a piece of that within you. However, I feel like that may have hardened you or you may have took it too severely. And you didn't know when to put the sword down. Wow. And so I do see some reconciliation with that this year. Wow, powerful. There's so much love in this as well. Like, your spirit guides are here and they're like, you know, I feel like for some of you watching, like I literally feel like an epiphany just happened for you. Like you just realized, oh, All right, third row out, Four of Wands. You gotta be kidding me. This is happiness. Okay, for some of you, this is even marriage. This is long-term, stable energy, that stability, that happiness. Look, we went from the Four of Cups to the Four of Wands really fast. And it's from that epiphany that we just talked about. You literally having that epiphany, and if it happened like just now, like you realize that was the problem, literally just put you in this present moment from the Four of Cups reversed. When will this happen? Like nothing's right, to Four of Wands. So your energy literally just shifted and aligned with this energy: happiness, long-term stability, being appreciated, being loved by the people around you. Wow. And having the ability to have really healthy long-term relationships as well. Wow. All right. 8th card out. Literally just aligned yourself in that moment energetically. Sometimes all it takes is information, you know? We have the Chariot in reverse. Okay, yeah. Some of you I'm seeing here, the purchase of a car or wanting to upgrade your car may be significant for this year ahead. I'm also seeing the desire for travel or some sort of move coming in here, like you want to move or you want to travel, but you may not be quite in a place yet for that. So you may literally like just not have the funds, or like you're saving up, you're saving your energy, conserving energy, etc. Okay, let's see. 9th card out. Another thing here, there may have been a delay. Wow. 3 of Swords in reverse just came out. There may have been a delay in something progressing in your life, whether it's business or a relationship or something like that, because someone may have been afraid to go outside of their comfort zone. Okay, for example, if this is business and career, going out of your comfort zone may be like working even longer and harder. Like maybe your work ethic wasn't built up that much, and it's obviously out of your comfort zone to work harder and get yourself used to a certain amount of work. And the refusal to go out of that comfort zone, or not the refusal, the resistance to go out of that comfort zone may have blocked you from, moving forward in your career in the past. That's just a random example. This could also be in love, the slowness, the resistance to being vulnerable, letting your feelings out, etc., may have slowed you down in love before. So, I feel like this was a huge blockage for you in the past that you're releasing with the 3 of Swords. And you know what? I love that this card is coming out right underneath that 4 of Cups in reverse and underneath that Temperance card upright. Like there's a huge emotional healing taking place in the heart space this year. And you are letting go of bitterness or like the things that prevented love from unfolding healthily in your life, really. You are fully, finally letting go of whatever it is that broke your heart, that left you feeling very defensive, very protective over your heart. And, constantly in the state of fight or flight anxiety when it comes to being vulnerable, not just in love, but like putting your vulnerable art and creative works out there, putting yourself out there as a person. It took some time for you to get to this point. Some of you may not be at this point yet, and you're getting there in 2024. Like the things that hurt you, that made you defensive, that made you push people away, that made you think that everyone was out to get you or have trust issues, is fully healing at this time. And because of that, you embrace love. And I feel like the universe is finally able to bring you in some more grounded and stable success, long-term success for you. Wow. Because you're able to trust not only other people, but the universe at large. And when you have that trust, that faith, that belief, that's when beautiful blessings can come through. And of course, we just had the 6 of Pentacles flip over. Yeah. This is a card of increased fortune, generosity, an equal give and take, a prosperous give and take. Okay, like you give a little bit, they give a little bit more, and then you give a little bit more, and then they give a little bit more, and it just you're able to build so quickly together if it's a partnership, And, I am seeing a change in your fortunes and circumstances. It just feels like you're much more successful this year because of this huge shift that's taking place within yourself. And there is something from the past that left you feeling bitter. And you may have thought that you got over this. You may have thought that you were long past this, but it left this, and I said this like 15 times now, it left this sense of defensiveness in you. This 4 of Cups reversed energy of like disappointment, when will things take off for me? When will I meet my person? That type of energy. Where is my soulmate? Where is my money? Where is my success, universe? Not trusting the universe, but also like the universe is literally trying to hand you it and you're not reaching out to take it, You're just like in this state of like, where is it? Like, I'll never get it. And you're blind to the opportunity when it comes because of that mindset. That was the problem you ran into, I feel, the second half of 2023, or just in 2023 in general. Wow. Okay. 11th card out. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah. I do feel that this was a relationship that did this to you. And I didn't say that because I didn't want to make assumptions, because there's a lot of different people watching, but I do feel this was a relationship that didn't work out, that made you defensive, that made you sort of bitter, and unaccepting to new people, because this may have, been a person who refused to grow with you, who refused to go out of their comfort zone and create this momentum in your relationship. And, you may have even felt led on with the Chariot in reverse, with the Two of Cups coming out in reverse near it. You may have felt led on. And that may have made you a little bit bitter, having some heartache around that. But 2024, you are healing from that for sure. And becoming emotionally stable within yourself and financially stable. Like I said, your goals should be personal goals, personal emotional stability, a stable routine, a stable stream of income, etc. And not like, okay, my goal is to get married. My goal is to move in with someone. My goal is to travel with all my friends. Like, those are good ideas. However, you don't want to make it a goal because it involves other people having to agree to said goal. And that puts some expectations on those people, which can quickly lead to disappointment if they don't have the same vision as you. And almost 100% of the time, there's going to be some sort of compromise that's required. And it's like, then you find yourself asking, why do I have to compromise on all of my dreams? Why does nothing that I set out to achieve work out? And that creates frustration. That creates defensiveness. That creates a closed heart. You're closed off to abundance now. You're not being trusting of the universe. Why is none of my manifestations happening? Blah, blah, blah. Focus on yourself, okay? All right, final card out for you. We have the Ace of Swords. Yeah. You know what's weird about this? I feel like the second you do this healing that we're talking about, it's almost like you get what you wanted anyways at the end of the day. It's like you stop making that a goal. You start focusing on yourself. You heal your heart. You release the defensiveness. You work to, build instead of destroy, and protect the vulnerable new energies in your life that need nurturing. You nurture them and they become something really beautiful, much greater than you could have even imagined. And then from that, it's like you get everything that you wanted anyways. So I feel like a whole attitude shift triggers this beautiful new beginning where you get what you wanted in the end anyways. So that's just amazing to me. Ace of Swords also shows, again, a new direction coming in that feels really great. Also, this year, I feel like you're being introduced to a lot of new ideas, a lot of new knowledge, wisdom. There's a lot of success here, stability coming in. And I feel like you'll end 2024 saying, I learned so much that year. I got myself into such a better mindset, such a better headspace. And all along the journey, everything shifted constantly. Like, there was different goals that I had, different, people I met, different everything. Like, I was exposed to so much new information, personalities, and everything. And I was grounded in my own personal goals, my own successes. And that brought me to people and situations that were so in alignment with me. So in alignment with me. And, I just had to follow these people, these opportunities that came up and see where it went, because I intuitively felt drawn to. And, because these new people and opportunity came up and I was open to it, it led me to a whole nother place in life. So that's how I would summarize you looking back at 2024 as a whole. Thank you for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this year ahead. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Go check out specifically my 2024 tarot and mediumship reading that I have up there. I can do an hour-long video reading for you, diving into this year ahead for just you. And I'll touch upon your questions and topics that you have at this time. And we'll get some advice and messages from your spirit guides, past loved ones, anyone from the other side who wants to come in. Okay, so check that out. I also have spiritual life coaching sessions there and my Goddess Energy Intention Oil. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.